real estate agents. This is Michael Elliott, CPA and co-founder of the Agents Accountant. Wanted to talk today about emergency funds. What is an emergency fund? Should a real estate agent have one? How much should you have in your emergency fund? All of these kind of questions. So what is an emergency fund? Well, at its most basic definition, an emergency fund is simply that. It's funds that you have set aside in case of an emergency, right? These are dollars that you've accumulated from your business, from your real estate sales. You've been squirreling this money away. Sort of think of it as a rainy day fund. This is cash that you have sitting in some sort of a savings account in the bank. That way, when you have a lean month, and we all know as real estate agents, lean months do come, that when you have a lean month, you have the cash on hand that you need to meet your basic expenses, both your basic expenses in the business for your ongoing licenses and dues and listing fees and all of the things that come along with being a real estate agent, those business operating expenses, but you also have enough money to pull out and live personally, to pay your rent or your mortgage, your food, your insurance, all of the things. So absolutely everyone, including real estate agents, should have an emergency fund. Now, how much money should you have in your emergency fund? This is where I think it gets a little bit less clear, but our recommendation at the Agents Accountant is that every real estate agent have on hand at least 3 months, if not 6 months, of your normal operating expenses as your emergency fund. Personally, I would push that closer to 5 or 6 months. And so, for example, you need to take a look at your budget, what you're spending on a monthly basis, both inside of your business and outside of your business. Personally, how much money do you need to survive each month? Let's say that's $8,000. And if you need $8,000 each month, then I would set aside $8,000 times, if it's 3 months, 24,000. If it's times 6 months, you got 48,000. I would have somewhere between $24,000 and $48,000 set aside in the event that no income comes in for the next 3 or 6 months. You have enough saved up to pay your basic living expenses. There's a lot of reasons why we do this, but probably the number one reason is simply peace of mind. We want real estate agents to enjoy their business, and there's no better way to enjoy your business than this, with the security of knowing that in case something goes wrong for an extended period of time, 3 or 6 months, if something goes wrong for that period of time, you have enough cash on hand to sustain those kind of lean months. You know, the importance of this is seen with events like we saw in 2020, where, listings got real slow for a period of time. Yes, it picked up at the end of the year, but for a short period of time, agents were real happy. Those that had emergency funds were real happy that they had it. And we never know when events like that are going to pop up. We never know when the market in our particular town or our region is going to slow down for whatever reason. But if you're an agent who's thinking wisely, who's thinking prudently, we would advise you to have that 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. Now, where should you put it? Our recommendation is that not that you keep it in cash in the backyard, and it's not that you put it into crypto, although that might seem appealing when the crypto market is exploding, right? That might seem appealing, but our recommendation would be to have it in some sort of a savings or money market account, an account where you can pull that money out penalty free. And it's probably not going to be earning the most that it could earn, but some account where it's earning penalty free. And you right now, so as we're sitting in 2025, you should be able to get a couple of percentage points from a bank. Maybe it's an online bank, but you should be able to get a couple of percentage points interest. So absolutely, everyone should have an emergency fund. We believe that you should fund it with 3 to 6 months of your normal operating expenses, including both the business and personal. You should have that 3 to 6 months set aside, and that money should be sitting in some sort of investment vehicle that's low risk, like a savings or money market account. If you've got questions on calculating how much you should have in your account, or have got other questions as it relates to emergency funds in any way, feel free to reach out to us at agentsaccountant.com. We're here to help you. Hope you all have a great day.